You're listening to the Global Countdown, first broadcast on the briefing on the 10th of July.
And finally, on today's show, what could it possibly be other than the Global Countdown, given we just played the jingle? Fernando Augusto Pacheco, Monocle's senior correspondent, is here. Buongiorno, Fernando.
Buongiorno, Chris. Let's talk in Italian, one of the most beautiful languages in the world.
We are, and you are about to head to Italy, so it's not that this is a special Global Countdown. It's kind of returned to regular form, but, you know, in honor of your trip, a little vacation to Italy, why not talk about a beautiful country, beautiful people, beautiful language, music?
Yes, beautiful music. I'm heading to Puglia straight after this, Chris. But for now, let's look what I will be listening in the discotheques in Puglia.
In the discotheques.
I love saying this word, discotheques.
You just want to say discotheques.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Let's hear what you're going to... What kind of style is going to be in the discotheques? Are these all discotheque-style songs? I'm just going to keep saying the word for you.
In fact, not quite. We're starting at number 5 with some rock and roll. And you know, Italians do have a penchant for rock. It's one of the few countries where actually the genre does, top the charts quite frequently.
Maneskin, of course, topped Eurovision. So
absolutely. Yes. And many others, including this band we're about to hear. They are big in Italy, and they have quite a funny name. Pinguini Tattici Nucleari, which translating tactical nuclear penguins, featuring Max Pezzali with Bottiglie Vuote, empty bottles. Portarti al mare alle 4 di notte, quando tutti dormono tranne le onde, stare a guardare gli aerei che vanno a New York, ti hanno legata al mondo per le caviglie, ma nascondi i sogni nelle bottiglie.
Tactical nuclear penguin.
Yes.
There's got to be some origin story to that name. Fernando.
It's the best name ever. And weirdly enough, I actually could not find the reason why they chose penguins in the title, but nevertheless,
focusing on the penguins, not the tactical nuclear penguins.
I was more curious about the penguins, I have to say,
I mean, if it had been tactical nuclear mice, it would have been fine.
Then it would be fine. But penguins, they're quite smart penguins, I would say.
Well, that's why they can handle nuclear warheads.
And the song, it's empty bottles because it's a little bit about, even though it sounded a bit cheery, there's something quite melancholic about it. It's about when your hopes are left to drift in the ocean. That's the thing. The empty bottles they're talking about. It's not that they went,
There's no messages in those bottles. They're just empty bottles.
There are no hopes.
Very sad. It's
well,
very
gosh.
sad. But it was a bouncy tune. I could see that in a discotheque, in a certain style of discotheque.
But number 4, that I will be listening to it. And first of all, Chris, I would like to say that in Italy, there's a name for the biggest summer hit of the year. It's the Tormentone. So they even have a name for it. So that's why how Italians prize their summer songs. I think this is a contender. Of course, we don't quite know yet which one will be, but this one, that you can dance to. It's Elodie. She's on the Monocle playlist quite frequently. Esfera e Basta and Russian with Yakuza.
Vieni andiamo via, tu e io dalla festa. Stasera sono già le 3, 4, 5, quindi resta da me, ma solo se tu lo vuoi. Malamente sappiamo già cosa dire, la gente su di noi saranno solo maldicenze, sì, però
Very smooth track there. Fernando, you're going to have to report back once you return from Puglia whether that is, so far at least, the summer track of the year.
Well, one thing I can tell you, perhaps not the summer song of Italy, but one of the summer songs globally, comes from Colombia. We've played this song before, but it's one of those tracks that you can't avoid. In fact, I've added this track to the Monocle Summer playlist, which is in the July-August issue. I don't know, I think this beat is infectious, and I think 230 million people that have been seeing the video would agree with me. Shall we head to Colombia, Chris?
So this is number 3. Is it has broken the Italian charts as well as everywhere else?
Yes, it is W Sound with La Plena.
La Plena.
a good question, Faye, when you said, what was the name for the Italian summer song of the year?
Tormentoni.
Dormentoni. Does Dormentoni have to be Italian?
It kind of does,
Kind
I
of
would
should
say.
be,
But
should
maybe there are two. There's the local one, maybe an international one. And that will be given, of course, to Double
Dormentoni
Sound.
Internazionale?
Oui. Oh, I don't know why I said oui. Si.
Si, Fernando, si.
I do get confused with languages. I'm so sorry, Chris.
French and Italian, they're very close to each other.
Very close. And W Sound is called 05 because W Sound is a producer. But then he does these collaborations with different artists. And that's his fifth collaboration with Belly and Ovi on the drums. So that's why the song is W Sound 05. So it's a bit confusing, but nevertheless.
Nevertheless, it is a good track, and it has broken in because Italy, you know, international songs don't always break in. They have such good songs of their own. Do we have any other international ones as we round out the top five?
Partially.
Partially,
And number
yeah.
two, and actually, you know, I was talking about summer song. I wrote for the Mediterranean, Monocle Radio newspaper, which is out now in the newsstands and in our website. The songs I think it would be the summer song in different countries in the MAD. This is the one that I picked for Italy.
Okay.
I'm not too wrong. They're number two, but it could climb to number one.
You could. You're going for the number one. Like, do you put money on this, Fernando? Is it just your personal list?
Maybe I did put money on it. This is Alpha, an Italian rapper with Manu Chao. So this song is very nostalgic, and you're going to hear it why. A me mi piace.
Sei luce la mattina, me gustas tu. La mia serotonina, me gustas tu. Mi fa alzare l'autostima, me gustas tu. Me gustas tu, no me gustas tu. Più del mar Mediterraneo, me gustas tu. Una domenica allo stadio, me gustas tu. Con te ho tutto il
Not everyone is a fan because people think they like the original by Manu Chao. So it's a rework of his song Me Gustas Tu. But, you know, they wanted, to give a little refresh, and that's why the song's back in the charts.
Are you a fan of refreshes, Fernando?
I don't mind, if it's for the numbers, do it. If it's for, to maybe there's a young generation who'll be like listening to the original now. I mean, to be honest, Manu Chao is still being played all over Europe, even after
A
many.
lot, yes, we hear that song a lot. But this is a new version, so maybe this will take over for a little bit. It's always interesting to see whether, as time goes on, the new version or the old version gets played more.
But it's hard to predict things, Chris, because summer songs, sometimes they come from nowhere. Well, this I can't say it's exactly a surprise because Anna, she's been the youngest artist ever to top the Italian charts in 2020. Now she's 21, so you can imagine how young she was. She's a big name in Italy, and she mixes kind of hip-hop, reggaeton, and pop music. And this song is connecting. It's viral on social media. It's Anna with Désolé.
La neve, vuoi fare il loco ma io sono più loca di te. Non farmi andare in quella modalità, non ti comportare come fossi un bebè. Se ci incontriamo non è casualità, non mi vuoi vedere allora peggio per te. Chiamare un altro però cosa mi dà? Io non chiedo scusa ma sono désolé.
Fernando, your face, we're doing radio here, so I can't quite do justice to it, but you were kind of not really reacting to that one. What's wrong? That was a good track. Can't you imagine that in the discotheque?
Chris, you put me on the spot, naughty you. But yes, not a fan. Sorry, Anna.
Fan.
But I like her. Maybe I like her as a person, It's an interesting song.
Did you like her original from 5 years ago?
I did.
Okay.
That song was quite good. I think it was called Bando. But nothing against Anna. I just, maybe Alpha. Elodie is my favorite at number 4.